Hi everyone, welcome to my favorite day, which is the Ask Me Anything day, and I'm doing this for the next 6 weeks. We're on to week 3. So let's get going with the questions. I loved this week's questions again. The first one was about tennis elbow and what do you do if you've got tennis elbow. Now, the thing is, I'm not there to diagnose it, but typically with tennis elbow, the first thing you want to do is stop doing whatever's aggravating the tennis elbow, and that's really crucial for everything. If you're feeling pain that isn't good pain in the sense of, you're just trying to get through one rep, if you feel like something is wrong, it's likely wrong. Just stop immediately. The next thing is it's an inflammation. You're going to want to ice it straight away, and if it's chronic and it's not going away anytime soon, then get to a really good sports therapist straight away. The sooner you deal with it, the better, because you don't want it to lead to other things. And I think that's a good lesson no matter what injury you have. All too often we just put it off, and then it ends up causing all sorts of problems when actually it could have been resolved quite simply. So please go and get help if it's really chronic and it's not going away from simple icing and resting it. So that's tennis elbow. The other question was about what foods lower blood sugar. Now, I'm going to answer that, but not really. The reason I'm not going to really answer is because you can easily Google a list of foods that lower blood sugar. But what I'm thinking is, if you're asking me this question, it's because this is an issue for you. And the thing with blood sugar levels is it's not enough just to eat foods that are going to lower the blood sugar levels. It's really key to make this a whole lifestyle change and to avoid the foods that are really causing you a lot of grief, which are going to be obviously any form of sugar out there, but most importantly, the hidden sugars, the sugars that you find in breakfast cereals and muffins and breads, all of mostly wheat products. You just want to avoid these foods and processed foods. If you have a diet high in processed foods and wheat products, then introducing a few good foods to lower your blood sugar levels isn't going to do much for you. So this isn't really about making this a complete change. I would recommend to start writing a food diary. Take 3 days, write down exactly what you're eating and the time that you're eating it and how you're feeling, and you're going to have a really quick indication of what you're doing and where things are going not quite so right, but you want to get this sorted straight away. So again, it's not enough just to introduce the good foods. You really need to make this lifestyle change and avoid the foods that are causing you grief. So start, for example, start your breakfast off with a really good, wholesome, a good example is a good source of protein and some veggies. So a nice mushroom and spinach omelet first thing in the morning is a much better choice than a breakfast cereal, and it's going to sustain you and make you feel fuller for longer as well. So avoid those. The other question was a pregnancy question about pelvic floor exercises. I'm not a pregnancy specialist. I likely never will be. It's not really an area that I've decided to specialize in. I have trained someone before up until 5 days before they gave birth, which was phenomenal. But this was a client that I had a good couple of years before she even became pregnant. So I knew her and we had really good communication throughout the entire training process. And, at that time I obviously did research things that were going to be safe for her, and we took it really easy and really slow. It was more kind of keeping up the habit for her. But if you want specific exercises, I'm afraid this isn't my area. So please find a specialist. There's amazing people out there, even giving free advice on YouTube and with great websites, and you can tell right away if someone's excellent at what they're doing. You'll know by the kind of information they're giving you, and if it makes sense, and the kind of comments that they're getting, if it's on their YouTube channel. Because if they're giving you the wrong information, people are going to slate them. So just do your due diligence and read up on it and find the help that you need. But unfortunately, it's not an area that I specialize in. Finally, the last thing was something that was left on my YouTube channel. It wasn't necessarily a question, but someone commented on this week's kettlebell workout, because we kind of stepped things up and we introduced a serious workout with kettlebell movements. It was so much fun. And we added snatches. So this person just said that basically what's happening is at the top of the movement, when they're finishing the snatch, the bell is coming over and it's slamming on their wrist. I know what that's like. I went through the same thing at the beginning, and there's a couple of things that are probably happening. So let me give you some tips and see if you can sort that out. You want to sort it out quickly because it's such a fun exercise, and that just hurts. And I ended up with bruises, and it's not fun. So the first thing that you want to first focus on is the swing is where all the power comes from. So you're never gonna, you're not gonna shorten the power of the swing, but what you're gonna do is shorten how far out the kettlebell comes away from you. So you're gonna complete the swing, but you're gonna commit to bringing the arm up a lot closer to your body than you would. Because if you're swinging it out here, you're swinging it out, swinging it out, swinging it out, the bell has a long way to go, and then it just kind of comes to the top and flops. So bring it up right away and commit. It's a fast movement. So when you're here, your brain should already be here. It's a quick movement. So commit the second you're out of that swing. The second issue is usually around the grip. So especially when you learn something new, it's natural to tighten your grip. What you want to do is keep your grip loose. You're not going to drop the bell. It's not going anywhere, but you don't need to hold on to it so tight. So when you're holding on to it a lot looser, you're not going to get that same kind of flop over. So try those two things and let me know how you get on. But remember that the swing still needs to be powerful. That's where it's all coming from. So that's it for today. Make sure to leave me more questions in your comments below, in the comments box below, or on the rocofit.com website, or on Facebook. I can't wait for next week. This is so much fun. Also on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and please share with your friends the Facebook page and the YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. It's so much fun to have so many of us on this cool, creating this cool community. I love it. Finally, oh yeah, my t-shirt. I love this. This is one of my favorite t-shirts or vest tops. It's from Kick Studio in London, UK. If you live in London, there's a studio there that does Thai boxing, and it's run by Sophie Pittaway, who's a world champion. It's so much fun. If you've never tried it, it's amazing for beginners. Sophie's really good at making you feel comfortable. So especially the girls, sometimes we can be a little bit nervous about trying something new. But if you're particularly in East London, please go check it out. It's just awesome. And guys too, she's a world champion. So, she'll teach you everything you need to know. I'll put her link below so you can go check it out. But yeah, remember to subscribe, leave me your questions for next week, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye. Mwah.